Well, people are starting to gather for the annual bonfire to help raise money for the Sea Pines Forest Preserve Foundation in South Carolina. Our Jamie Ertl is one of the many people there tonight. You see her there, and she has more on this great event. Jamie?
Mike, this is pretty much a very cool, very woodsy block party. 500 to 600 of your neighbors gathering for great food, great drink on a great untouched piece of land at Sea Pines. You can see a lot of people starting to come over the bridge, and you know, this is a great way to meet neighbors. And right now I'm joined by Ted Allenbach, kind of maybe the bigwig of the preserve. I know he doesn't want to say that he's a bigwig, but really you have a lot to do with this area, right?
Well, I'm not a bigwig, but I do have a piece in developing the preserve, and we have an advisory board that works on this event all year long. And basically we have three things that we want to accomplish. First of all, we want to celebrate this fabulous natural piece of the island, and in the spirit of what Charles Fraser developed at Sea Pines. Second, we want to get the community together and have people meet each other and have an opportunity to enjoy it and know that it's here. And finally, we just want to have a good time. And there's a little bit of a party going to happen tonight.
What I really liked, and it's very simple but brilliant, y'all have name tags.
We do. And we really find that all too often, you know, we're all transplants from someplace. In my case, from Connecticut 15 years ago. And we may live in a neighborhood and know our immediate neighbors, but we don't know very much about the block party aspect that you mentioned earlier. So this gives us an opportunity to meet people, get to know each other, and do so in a great environment. We call this place our natural treasure.
And you know what? You can call it your natural treasure as well. I'm going to tell you why that this place made a national list coming up in a little bit on the news at 6. Mike, Jody, back to you.
Happening now, people are gathering around a huge bonfire in the Lowcountry, but there is much more to it than that.
WTOC's Jamie Ertl joins us with a live report from the Sea Pines on Hilton Head Island. That's coming up next. Welcome back, folks. It is shaping up to be the perfect night for a bonfire, and that's exactly what's happening right now in the Lowcountry. Folks are gathering to help raise money for the Sea Pines Forest Preserve Foundation. That's in Beaufort County.
Not just any bonfire. This is a big one. Our Jamie Ertl is one of the many people there tonight. She's joining us now live with more on the event. Jamie?
I'm here with some of my finest fast friends, not Facebook friends. These are real people out here on Sea Pines. And what we're doing here, this is a community event, getting to know your neighbors, enjoying some of the finest untouched land on Sea Pines. And right now we're talking about food. We've got one of the 600 pork chops that Hot Mamas was cooking. They were on Mid-Morning Live earlier. We've got bacon-wrapped venison. You got to have collard greens, whether you're in Georgia or South Carolina. Collard greens and shrimp, of course. Thanks, Dan, so much for that. Go eat. Thank you for waiting on me. And David Henderson, you are the biologist. You are the man of the preserve. So earlier I said, what's the draw and what is the national list that you guys made a must-see when you were on Sea Pines?
Well, 605 acres were the largest tract of undeveloped land remaining on all of Hilton Head Island. We are consistently ranked on TripAdvisor's things to do on Hilton Head highly for the entire island. Currently, we are number 5.
All right, number 5, not too bad. Why? What were the criteria? What's the draw?
Well, I think people just like to get away. They like to have that feeling of being out the way that it used to be in a setting. And, you know, you're on Sea Pines and Hilton Head Island, and you can come out here, and if you choose to, you can forget about that.
Exactly.
And in the summertime, that's often not a bad thing to do.
And it's great. This weather is great. And anybody Gamecock fans out here? Yeah. All right. Thank you, Dan, so much. And thank you, everybody. There's a lot of people over getting food there, but a great evening, a great community event, and a lot of people are actually talking about what's going on overseas. But this is a place where you can commute and you can talk to people about that. You can talk to your neighbors and have a nice dinner and a good time. So live on Sea Pines, Jamie Ertl, WTOC News.
Jamie Ertl wearing a sweater out there. And